Hey dating masses, Michael here with iDateAdvice.com. Today's topic are the 10 things that make a guy relationship material. Now, this is a little bit longer than usual because it takes a lot to flesh all these out, but it's important nonetheless, so try to stick with me. You know, everybody says that they want to be happy, right? Who's not looking for happiness? Every guy especially wants a great relationship, but most aren't willing to put in the work or simply don't know what it really takes, to become that man that every woman wants to be with. So here's a great list of the 10 things that can turn you into the guy that every woman wants to call their own. You'll want to work on these attributes. Number 1, selflessness. Not selfishness, selflessness. It's the act of taking care of the other person's needs and the other person's desires and being aware of what they want and not just what makes you happy in a relationship. You also want to be spontaneous. Point number 2 is spontaneity. What do I mean by that? I mean that you call her up and you say, hey, come on over, I have a surprise for you. Or you show up with flowers or chocolates, or you call her up and you say, let's just get away for the weekend. You don't have to have a plan to be able to show her a good time. You don't have to sit there every night wondering, what are we going to do the next time? Just make a decision and go with it. It just shows creativity, and women love that. 3, make sure that you are aware of what your life goals and your life aspirations are. What do you want to do with your life? Where do you see yourself going? When a woman is asking you something like, what do you want to do in 5 years? Or where do you see yourself? That's kind of an interview question, so maybe it's not that formal. But women want to know that you know where you're going in life and that you know what it takes to get there. Which brings me to my 4th point. You want to live your own life. You want to be able to control your own destiny, and you have a clear vision of your future. This ties back into the goals and aspirations. Do you know what it takes to achieve those goals and those aspirations? Are you willing to do whatever it takes to have success? Every woman wants to be with a guy who's successful, not the bum that works at the video game store at 40 years old. That's just not what they're looking for. You need to be able to be someone who's supportive, and I'm going to get into that in a little while. But my next point, and this is point number 5, you want to be decisive. You want to be decisive and take action. What do I mean by that? It's everything. It's being able to make a decision. It's when you're sitting there with your girlfriend or somebody who you want to date and they say, what do you want to do tonight? And you say, I don't know, what do you want to do? Or what movie do you want to watch? I don't know, where do you want to go to eat? I don't know. It just shows that you're not able to make a decision, and it's not an attractive quality. So choose. Get in the habit of choosing right off the bat. You can always go back and change your decision later, but being able to make a decision shows something about you. It says that you're a man and you can make decisions. Simple as that. Number 6 is probably the most important one, as I rank them at least on this list, and that's self-reliance. The fact that you don't rely on somebody else in a relationship. Now, that doesn't mean that you don't love them, but the fact that you don't rely on them, that you don't need them to do things for you. That shows that you're capable of taking care of yourself, and when two people are able to take care of themselves, they have more to offer because they're not relying on each other. You don't want to be leaning on somebody because it just creates tension in a relationship. So women definitely look for a guy who's self-reliant, that knows how to take care of himself, And in this day and age, if you can't iron your own clothes and you can't make your own meals, or at least feed yourself in some way, then that shows that they're going to be doing a whole lot more work, which is just not appealing. Number 7 is you want to be emotionally supportive of your partner. You want to be able to look at your girlfriend if she's angry, upset, happy, thrilled, whatever it is, depressed, let down. You want to be able to look at her and identify with how she feels. You want to be able to say, listen, babe, I understand how you're feeling. I get it. I totally get it. I've been there. You want to be empathetic, not to be confused with sympathetic. But empathy is be able to feel how she's feeling, be able to know and understand her mind. A top complaint that I get from women a lot is that guys just don't understand them, which leads me to my next point, which is be a good listener. Number 8 is be a good listener and work on your communication skills. Work on what it takes to not only empathize with her, but to listen to what she's saying. Calculate in your mind before you give a response. Don't say something that's going to hurt her feelings, and just make sure you're cognizant of how you're speaking with her. Communication and good listening skills are 2 things that can go very, very far in a relationship, especially since most women are looking for that above other things. Number 9 is, simply put, be a man and take care of your family. You're going to say, what family? I don't have a family. I don't have my own family. I don't have a kid yet. Well, this is something you're going to have to show her you're capable of doing. If you have a grandmother that needs help every once in a while, if you have a brother, sister, mother, father that you can spend some time doing some things with, and show her that you're capable of supporting your family, that supporting people around you is important. This one's really mostly about responsibility. Are you a responsible person? Will you be a provider in the future? Are you capable of that? And number 10, last but definitely not least, I wouldn't say it's the most important, but it's pretty darn important. Be better at sex than most guys that this woman has come in contact with. You want to know that the person you are going to be with as a woman, you want to know that this guy is able to please you sexually inside the bedroom and outside the bedroom. But when it comes to the bedroom, it comes down to how hard you're trying. There is no such thing as born ability. Nobody's born a sex Olympian. It just doesn't exist. Just like riding a bike, you can't read about it and get better. You need to practice, practice, practice. So all kidding aside, try in the bedroom. Try to please her. If something's not working, try something different. Consult her. Say, what would you like to try? Don't assume that you have to just take full control as a guy. If something's not working, fix it. All right, so being the guy that women want to date isn't just about faking something until you are something that you're not. It's about working on who you are to become a more appealing candidate for someone to date. It's about standing out from the crowd. And it has nothing to do with the amount of money that you make or your social status. If she's looking for that, better that you let her find it somewhere else, because it will never work out. All right, dating masses, thank you so much for watching. Be sure to like this video if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to get a new dating advice video each and every week. We welcome your questions and comments, and as always, we reply absolutely free. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Hey dating masses, Michael here with iDateAdvice.com. Today's topic are the 5 things that you want to know before moving in with somebody. You don't want to rush when you're dating to move in, but if you're at a point where you're kind of thinking about it,